One of the ways that you will be assessed in this course by the English department is through your portfolio blog. And I've mentioned this before, but I want to show you today, just go through the steps of how to set this up, and then you're going to begin putting in materials over the course of the semester. So by the end of the semester, you'll have a nice representation of all the work you've done. Okay, so step one is you open a Google page, a blank page, as I have here. And then over in the right-hand corner, they have this little, it's called a hamburger menu, these little sets of dots. And if you click on those and scroll down, it's on the second page, you'll see Google Blogger. And this is a free service to you. And this is the tool, the platform we'll use to create these blogs. So if I click on that, it will open the page. She says confidently, yeah. It will open a blank page for you to begin a blog. Now, I already have a blog, so what I want to show you here. Okay, mine is already set up, but when you start to set yours up, you'll notice there are all sorts of ways to create backgrounds. All of these are free to you, and anything that appeals to you, you can choose what your layout is going to be. In other words, where you're going to put what on the page. And so then when you want to add something, you'll have a new post. So you'll click on new post, and then you'll write in or copy and paste in whatever it is that the assignment is for that time. You can always preview what it's going to look like on the post, and then when you feel good about what it looks like, you see it's just like a regular toolbar. When you feel good what it looks like, you can publish it, and then it will actually show up on the actual post. So I want to show you a couple of student examples of what this will look like. This is some personal information about this student. This is what she chose. She put a photograph here to just jazz this up and make this more her own. But then here is the work from the oldest to the newest of things that you're going to include. So if you have peer review, your first essay will go on here. Anytime that you have feedback from me that you can put on here. So over the course of the semester, you will just be uploading things to this blog so that ultimately by the end of the semester, and if I click on all these things, I'll get more information about each of them. She actually has pictures of the work and what her personal reflection over that work. Okay, so there's one example. Here's another student example that he just says, he calls it his blogger thingy. So you get to be creative here. What will happen is no matter what you put, it will put the address at the end. You'll put your own title here. He has his own title for Comp 1, and then it will add this blogspot.com. So anytime that you're sending me a link to it, make sure that you're just copying whatever it is up through that blogspot.com. That gets me to the home page, and that way I can see it. Sometimes if you have some of the other, if you're editing it and you try to send me that URL, I won't be able to get in. Okay, so he's just had some fun with this. He talks about, this is an overview of what they did during the semester. And then he has samples of all the things he's done. So this is not new work. These are the things, the assignments that you will have. And you'll just upload them onto here. So you can take pictures, you can type in, you have all sorts of options here. So these are the different works he did. And if you click on those, you can see more detail in each of those examples. One more, just to see, you can see the variety of things. This is just a background that he chose. The other two students put in their own photographs. You can make it as personal as you want, as long as you include all of, and it will naturally do this for you. He didn't do this. This is included. It will show you the different blog posts that you have available, and this makes it real easy for me to go through and to see all the materials that you've included. Okay, so how do you know exactly what to include? This module, you will see a checklist for the portfolio blog, this exact sheet. And what I'm asking you to do is to, over the course of the semester, this is not something you're going to do all right at once, but as you complete items for the semester, the rough drafts, the invention techniques, anything you do to build towards your essays, you're going to upload those onto the blog that you create. So this is an overview. These are the exact things that will be assessed. Remember, I mentioned at the beginning that the English department will assess these particular things. So I created a list of what these are directly from the rubric. Student has provided evidence of at least 2 compositions. Student has provided evidence of this. Student has provided evidence. And then I just gave you don't have to choose these things, but I'm giving you, remember, it says 2. I'm giving you at least 3 examples here of things that would fit under this category of 2 compositions of different genre. Compositions that demonstrate the ability to evaluate, analyze. Annotated bibliography will do that. Your works cited pages will do that. So, like I said, you don't have to choose these things. I'm just giving you this as a checklist to keep track. You do need to provide all of the things in this list, and there are 7 of them, and we will cover all of these things. It's just a matter of uploading them as you go when you complete each of these assignments. But you might want to print off this checklist and just keep track of which of these things have I done, because I know I have to have all of them done by the end of the semester. Okay, so I hope you'll have some fun with this. You can make these blogs your very own unique place to store your writings and the processes you've gone through to get to this place. So get started on these right away. Sometimes it takes a little work playing around to find out what theme you want, to find out what layout you want, and so forth. But it can be a lot of fun, and I think it'll be a useful tool for you. But you can't wait until the last minute. So go ahead and get started on these, setting up your blog and starting to put in anything you have already on the checklist. And I know you have some things because you've submitted them to me. So anything in the course that you've submitted that you want to upload on here, the more you have, the better.